Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I hope everybody is really doing well and welcome to this live stream. It's Friday, so I just want to wish each and every one of you a very happy Friday today. And, you know, uh, let's deep dive into the analysis for Bitcoin, Ethereum. I mean, Ethereum literally went too deeper, than, it was like ETH Bitcoin was literally losing the levels, but now looking at here on the 1 hour time frame, I do think that Ethereum is recovering very nicely. It seems to me like it has found a support. 2,900, the money is now rotating it. There is a huge volumetric candle we are getting on Ethereum as well. Clearly, it states that we really want to push on an upside. So practically, I think that was a very nice dip yesterday. I'm looking at it can be A, B, C, it can be some sort of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. But for now, I'm expecting Ethereum to pump it up to as my target yesterday, as mentioned as well, 3,138 to 3,150. That's what I'm aiming right now. I think Ethereum should give us that decent pump on an upside. If you look at here from ETH Bitcoin perspective, ETH BTC chart, ladies and gentlemen, ETH BTC also bouncing from our levels, the box that we have. If you remember, I mentioned anywhere in this box I would like to see a very good bounce or a reaction. Yes, the reaction, we are getting that reaction, but hey, are we done? No. Why? Because you have a C that's wave 1, wave 2, and even if this is wave 3 and we are bouncing for a wave 4, it can go a little bit push up like this, and then after that it's going to continue on the downside. So hey, I'm not interested here on ETH BTC being bullish. I mean, it's just like a dead cat bounce for me at this moment. So now let's deep dive into a USD DOM. First of all, the 4 hours time frame and the 2 hours time frame for the USD dominance is at a support. Looking to the overall structure on the USD dominance, we got a very interesting, basically yesterday, we got a very interesting retest. I mentioned as well that we are at 15-minute support. 64,700 was the good levels. 64,900 was the good support. And we are forming a very interesting bullish wolf waves, or you can say a 3-drive pattern on USD dominance. Practically, I've never seen such sort of a solid 3-drive yet, but this is what something we need to, it's like a perfect falling wedge for now. And if you just look at here on ETH, I feel that Ethereum is likely, USD dominance is likely, in my view, going to do either an irregular expanded flat, or maybe it's just like a bigger wave 1 and then a solid wave 2 and then further downside. So what are the possibilities and how USD dominance should play out? Ideally speaking, USD dominance should do something like this, maybe sweep up the lows, go to the green box, because that's where we have our support. Is my mic volume okay? Is it fine now? So basically USD dominance is at support. I think I would like to see a very interesting ABC move and probably a retest of 4.92%, and that should give us a very interesting bounce. I think we are very close to those levels to give us that bounce. Remember, our final and ultimate target, a final and ultimate target for USD dominance is on the downside towards 4%. So practically, what I wanted is, even if it, let's say, give us a push, that is for buying, because I think this is how it should do, the USD dominance, and I would like to see it dumping down something like this on towards 4%, because right now the plan that we had earlier of BTC going to 58,000, 57,000 seems very, very low probability. Why? Because we made higher highs, and it's more of kind of an irregular expanded flat. Now, even if we go down, we should not be going under 59k. We should be holding those levels. So I think the best would be any bounces we get on the USD dominance is likely for buying dips actually. So that's what my plan for a USD DOM. Similarly, if I have to look at here on the Bitcoin, that's what I mentioned. We have few confluences over here. Again, I just wanted to reiterate my position on this. What position do we have here for Bitcoin? I do think at this point there is some sort of a, maybe this is some sort of a B, and we are getting a wave C over here, finishing it off right now. Or maybe this is not A, B, C, and we are doing an impulsive move because we got this move on the downside as wave A, B, and a shallow wave C, which I've never seen so far. It's very, very shallow, but let's say if this is A, B, C for an instance, very shallow. But the only problem over here is even this B wave is 5 waves actually, so that is a little bit tricky, where in my view what I'm considering it is like A, B, and still this is like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and one more push up for a wave 5, maybe towards 67,000 to anywhere close to 67,600 to $700, and from there again come back down inside the bigger range, and should be doing something like this in my view. So that's what I would be aiming for Bitcoin, and that's why it perfectly retested my levels yesterday at 64,900. That was a very interesting levels for us to scalp it. I wasn't available, so the thing over here is this level is a very crucial level. So I mean that level is like a weekly support. So practically, even if you flip on the weekly, it would be really, really great. But for now, I think we have a lot of confluence for BTC. I think I would be very cautious, cautiously bullish. I mean, you really want to be bullish, okay, stay bullish, but stay very, very cautiously bullish over here. I mean, I would not just go blindly bullish because of the USA dominance going to its support. A bullish waves on the USA dom, along with BTC is also having this bearish shark. Along with bearish shark, BTC is also having another confluence of this butterfly. So practically, we have a lot of confluence over here for Bitcoin to be topping out very much clear to 1.414 Fibonacci level at the max. So let's say even if this I would say cipher, this bullish, this is not a butterfly, this is cipher. So even if this cipher plays out over here, or a bullish shark pattern plays out, but for now I'm just going with the bullish cipher. So let's say even if this cipher plays out with it pumping up to 1.414 Fibonacci levels around previous month value area high, yes, it's a very, very valid cipher. Along with that, we also have a bigger bearish cipher. So that's like a bigger bearish cipher targeting towards $70,000. Now, how all these things is likely or might play out, ladies and gentlemen? So if you look at here on the lower than time frame, what I feel is over here is clearly we are accumulating. So practically this was some sort of a wave A over here, which we finished the 60,000. That was like a manipulation for a wave B with a big sell volume and 5 waves, and that is like some sort of a wave B. We come back down for the wave C. We might sweep it, we might not sweep it. There are two possibilities: either we do something like this, or we just go here for like a double bottom to 60,800 as a support, and then we run it up towards $70,000. So practically, that would be very, very interesting in my view for BTC actually. And hence, if I just draw the fibs over here, normally the target for the retracement target would be around 0.14 to anywhere between 0.14 to 0.236 Fibonacci levels, which is between $61,240 and $61,700. So this is going to be like a running flat actually. Now it can even do irregular expanded flat, and that irregular expanded flat is possible. Why? Because we are forming a very interesting bearish shark, and that bearish shark is a very valid one. Along with that, we have another confluence over here, not only from the bearish shark perspective, but we have this very very interesting bullish cipher, which can also indicate that there is a likelihood that we might go for irregular expanded flat, meaning we can just sweep one more time to $59,000, make everyone bearish, and then we can kaboom, we can just go here to $70,000. So that's what the plan it can be. But in case if it do something like this, which would be the first time the history of Bitcoin, what's going to happen is May is likely going to close green. Actually, normally May never closes green. If March is green, April is red, May is always red. I mean, that's what we have seen, if you just look at this thing. But if you just look at here, is that April is red, then May is red. Yes, that's a 50-50 possibility. But if you look at from the March perspective, March is green, April is red, normally May is red. So we got a very interesting bounce yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. So we have two possibilities over here on BTC. I do think that there is a likelihood of one more push on an upside, but overall I would say if this is how this is the only scenario I have for BTC on the bullish case, if I just have to look for the bull case scenario, this is the case. I mean, I really want that accumulation, a little bit more accumulation, more choppiness in this whole May month, maybe like for the next week as well. This is how we play, and then we chop a little bit more, and what's going to happen is BTC is going to go a little bit more sideways, where Ethereum is going to run, in my view, towards target of 3150, and in fact it can even run it up to 3200 as well. I mentioned on 15th of May on the stream that this is the levels 2880 to 2900 is where the levels where you should buy at least some of the spot bags for Ethereum. Yes, for if you guys have got that spot bags, congratulations. I have also got a little bit of Ethereum bag, not much but a little bit, and that is very nicely going. Now if you have got the spot bags, I would say move your stop losses to 2930, because now Ethereum should not come back down to 2930 before it touches 3150 and maybe even 3200. So I'm expecting it to push on an upside for ETH. Even our SR indicator played a very nice role over here, because if you look at here on the 4 hours time frame, we had a good support around 58,650 on 4 hours time frame. And if you look at the 1 hour time frame as well, that's what we discussed as well. That 60,760 is a good support with the 3 rockets, and the price was just holding those levels very nicely. Even 15-minute chart, we had 60,760 with the 16 rocket over here, as you can see, which was coinciding with previous week POC, May opens, and previous week value area low, basically. Now, just looking from the range perspective, ladies and gentlemen, we need to add more and more confluence to what are we playing. Just if you look at here from the range perspective, you look at the volume profile, in this whole range from the highs of 14th March 2024, the highs, if you see, majority of the volume has been traded around 63,950. I can consider this is like a very interesting accumulation zone. So this is like a range POC, okay, point of control. And the range value area high is around 68,296. So people would have started accumulating from these levels and have majorly accumulated till 63,900. And a lot of people have also accumulated. The volume become lower and lower. That was like a value area low around 61,180. So basically, this is what our range is. Till the price is above 63,860, yes, I can say that we should be testing the levels of very much close to the value area high. But then we have a resistance as well around 67.7, and we have a lot of other confluences. So practically 67.7 to 67,500 is the good levels now for me to look for some short opportunities on BTC, with our stop losses above $71,000 with a take profit targets of 59,130. So that is what I would be aiming for a BTC at that point of time. So overall, we have a good confluence, we have a strong resistance. Okay, what are the instances when we will be very bullish? Once BTC, as I mentioned, we flipped the range value area high of 68,389. We start accumulating here, we flip it like this, we will run it then towards 78,000, making a deviation, and we will then be looking coming back down to $60,000. So that is going to be like a week of accumulation that we had on the half-term time frame, which is also going to invalidate our bearish engulfing candle on the monthly. How? Because when we sweep the highs, the engulfing candle tends to invalidate, but that engulfing candle tends to invalidate only when the whole candle gets fulfilled, or it just get absorbed. So we have to wait for this whole month to see whether that engulfing candle is going to stay valid or not. Why? Because SPX have invalidated this whole engulfing candle. So now I think if SPX can invalidate, I think BTC should also invalidate our candle as well. I mean, I would be very, very happy if it does, because we still have when BTC was at $62,000 2 days back, my overall portfolio was 90% was literally into BTC and waves a little bit, and DOT and FET. Okay, so right now after closing the 61,450 position in the profits, for sure we booked 50% at 65,000, and then we closed the rest of the 50% at $62,000, both coin margin and spot bags. Currently my position is 50% Bitcoin, and the rest of the 3% position I have on waves and DOT combined. I don't have any other bags at this moment. Very small bags I have for VU and the rest of the alts, C-Pool and the rest, but that's very nominal. But overall I would say that I think right now my overall exposure in USDT is around 50%, and which is good in my view, because I don't want to go big over here on, even if it pumps it up to 78,000. Remember, we still have the Bitcoin spot bags from 39,000, and we still can make good money out of it. But right now we want new exposure, and I do think that this is the time we have to be slightly patient. Why? Because we missed the move. Okay, we missed the move. I missed the move from 61,000 towards 66,000. Because my risk and reward was like, the downside risk was higher than the upside, but now that it has moved on upside, and we still have lot of signs that there is a possibility that BTC can reverse from here. So I would go big. I would go 100% if in case, as I mentioned, we start flipping the value area high. Because what is going to happen is, once we flip those levels, people are going to keep on shorting it, and we will be creating a huge liquidity. So practically this is where we can make quick 10 to 12% move on an upside from here itself. So that is going to be like a quick move with a very high risk reward, with a low probability of we getting stopped out, and a high probability of it getting played out. So practically, that is what I will make quick money over there, with 12 to 13% move on an upside with BTC, as well as alts as well. So I will be very, very aggressive when it just flips those levels, actually very aggressive. But for now, I think even if you want to be bullish, I would say you have to be cautiously bullish actually. Let's talk about total crypto market cap. If you remember our total crypto market cap, yes, we had a breakout and we got a retest as well for the breakout. Now we have to be a little bit cautious, because I still think that total can sweep up the highs over here, but we still need a little bit more accumulation. I would just like to see more accumulation. So how are we likely going to play this scenario? So if you look at here on Bitcoin, I mentioned that irregular expanded flat is very possibility. Similarly for the total crypto market cap as well, it stands valid. So basically this is how I think irregular expanded, we need a little bit more accumulation like this, a box choppiness, and then we can run it up to the target of 2.5 to 3 trillion dollars. So we need one more push on the downside, make everyone bearish again, trap them, make everyone bearish. People are just keeping on longing. The funding have gone resetted the funding positive right now. Everything is, they are building it by the dips. We are going up to the $78,000-$85,000. So practically we need a little bit more accumulation now. A similar sort of a setup I have seen on Bitcoin, or even you can say on total crypto market cap here. Let me show you a very similar setup. I have seen it. What normally happens, you see? I'll show you. And that's how crazy the accumulations can be actually. It can be a very clear or a crazy accumulation, you can say. But overall, I think that's how I'm assuming that looking from the wave count and the structure, this is how BTC should play out. Look at here. You see? We got a sharp move on an upside, a dump followed by a crazy rally, almost like a double top, or you can say sweep in some cases. And then we again go for a double bottom. Everybody thought that we are going to dump, but hey, no, we did not dump. And then we started another impulsive rally on, total crypto market cap. So a very similar sort of a thing can happen or is likely to happen for total crypto market cap again. So if I just have to put it here, or if you just highlight the bar pattern over here, if you just highlight it, then I think this is how it should play. Let's see. Let's put it here and try to make it's not about a pattern, it's about how, an asset or how the price action should have been, That's what we are discussing at this moment. You see? The higher an impulsive move like this, there is a chance that we might even sweep the highs after a bigger accumulation as well. And hence, my calculations and what my analysis tells me, in case if we get this sort of an accumulation like a double bottom, a sharp move on the downside where everyone gets wrecked, whosoever have bought, they are getting wrecked again, because of the USD dominance, one more push on an upside towards 5.2% to 5.24%. If that happens, perfect opportunity to buy. I would not be afraid to give you longs. Even if I'm wrong, I will accept it. I was wrong. Okay, but the risk reward is amazing at that point of time. Why? Look at here. Look at yourself, the risk reward. Even if you buy here, and let's say your stop loss, you're putting it under, the previous low, slightly under the previous lows. Let's say we are doing, the previous lows, of course, we should not go down there now for BTC or the total crypto market cap. Look at the risk reward, ladies and gentlemen. The risk reward we are talking is like the sweep of the highs, maybe, or minimum, you can say we go here and take the liquidity, which is like 4.3 R. Amazing risk reward, guys. That is something you should not be missing it. So the upside potential will be good at that point of time versus the downside. So I do think because remember, after this move, this plan perfectly goes along with my plan of USD dominance forming a Simpson pattern, a Bath Simpson pattern. So we go up here, we dump down not only towards 4%, but maybe even double bottom, and can even sweep the lows one more time, go to 3.64, make it a very strong bull divergence, and then we literally reverse is big. But that's a possibility. But for now, I think I'm aiming for 4%. Even if you're looking for 4%, guys, I think, the drill is going to be like, BTC is literally going to run up very, very strong. So I think I'm just simply going to have some little bit more patience. I know you guys are keeping a lot of patience. Show is killing it with the trades, guys, and do follow his trades as well. But remember as well, there are times where you should know where we should be exiting it, or where you should be risking more, where you should be risking less. When the price is in premium zone or slightly above the premium zone, that is where you should try to understand that your risk should be reduced and not increased actually. But this is what I feel really good about it for, you know, total crypto market cap. And now this is making me really bullish about the total crypto market cap. Bullish in the sense my plan for 70k is looking very realistic, might even sweep the highs because SPX did. So I'm not sure at this point whether we are going to sweep it highs or not, but one thing I'm sure is this ABC, if plays out, we are buying big heavily again. We are going to go long coin margin contracts, along with we are going to rebuy spots. I'll increase my exposure to 100%, max out, and I'll just go to 2x exposure. I'll get it because I will have a full coin margin long position on BTC will at 2x. If this gives us the dip, and this is how it wants to play, you know. So ladies and gentlemen, I think honestly, whatever else you want to see, I mean, if you look at near, as I mentioned as well, and Shaur also mentioned it, we have flipped a very important support and making near a very bullish. So any retest we get towards 7.6, which I'm not sure whether we're going to get it, but in case if we do happen to get any sort of a retest, I think that would be a very interesting buy spot backs at that point of time, because my target for near is around 10.8 to $12 and can even go to 13.5, which is where we have a rocket and liquidity. FET as well, I think it has flipped, but I would just going to have some patience because we are forming a triangle over here. Normally the triangles are not good, but let's see, I mean, how this triangle is going to play out. If it break out, we will long. If it don't, we don't. RNDR, in my view, I'm still gonna wait for RNDR. My plan is perfect for RNDR. It's simply doing wave 2 at this point, so we need it to give us, you know, a wave 2 towards 8.8 and maybe even a retest of $8 support. So that is what I would like to see for RNDR if you are bullish. But for now, I'm just going to stay out for RNDR. Pepe, guys, Pepe, in my view, you know, I've seen it. I think Pepe is done actually. I think it has finished its 5 waves with a very interesting 3 drive pattern. So what we might be anticipating, or what we can get for Pepe, we can do something like this: a little bit choppiness, one more push on an upside, followed by dump like this. I mean, this is the possibility. The surety of it, you know, going up like this. For that, we really need to hold the levels of 96178, you know. So 96178 is literally we need to hold here. If we can hold, I do expect it to push it on an upside. Solana, guys, I did mention once we flip that 150 153 point something levels, or 156 levels, and you get a retest, you literally buy, you know, you literally buy. And that's exactly what we did yesterday. We flipped, we got a retest over here at 156.7 perfect or 156.3 perfect retest of the range highs, and we went up with 5 waves. We got a 5 waves, so we need to be slightly careful. We are forming a bearish divergence as well, and we are also a resistance of 169 with 7 rockets on 4 hours. So practically, guys, if you have got a very interesting scalp, congratulations. If you're attending my live stream, you would have made at least a good 7 to 8% move. You have caught that move. Amazing, congratulations. For now, I would say we are at a resistance, so you have to be very careful for Solana. Total 2 broke out. Let's check total 2 as well, because total, yes, total looks breaking out, but the thing over here is, if you look at the total 2 over here, even though you might feel it's breaking out, but we are still under a heavy resistance of 1.04 trillion. Remember, till we don't flip 1.04, you still have to stay out of this. Once we flip 1.04 on daily, you buy, and buy. That's what I would say. But for now, you just have to have patience. It's not breaking out yet. Lot of alts, you know, basically, a lot of alts you might feel that might break out, might not break out, as support and resistance. What I would say is go to our screeners, go to 21 Technical's website, go to breaker screener and see where the biggest 4-hour support and resistance levels are at. If you're not using this, if you're using this, what do you say, support and resistance tool, the indicator, you know, then it's fine. But if you still want to check it, the list, you don't want to go one after another, you'll get a 100 list of 100 coins, and you'll be able to see a real-time support and resistance levels where the price is moving there, which asset has flipped, which asset has not flipped, which is bullish and which is bearish. So you'll be able to know from there as well. Let's also try to check silver. I think, you know, I will be giving full-fledged trades for the prop challenge. Show has already started. I haven't started because I was, as I mentioned, you know, my in-law actually, because of that. And I will be more likely, starting it because I wanted to finish the trend catcher indicator development, and that's why, you know, I just I'm a little bit busy in there, and I think I would like to finish it in a day or two so that we can focus it by this weekend. I would just completely going to make it live and going to make a good video. So my work task for this weekend is to have that trend catcher in screener go live, and also to make video on how to use it, going to make video on our AI bot. And also after this, if you remember, I've also developed, as we have a trend line, we have also developed a bot who will going to give us notifications for any asset that is breaking out of the trend line, the automatic trend lines, or any asset that is literally flipping the support or resistance levels. So that bot is done as well. I promise to all the premium members, pro premium members actually, basically. So what I'm gonna do is, once this is done, I will start up implementing that as well. I know, guys, I'm giving you a lot of tools. For many people it might find overwhelming, but hey, you don't have to use it everything. You just have to find your best solution, what it suits you. Actually, we have, as I mentioned, you have a complete tool or a kitty of how to this is like, we can I have given you everything. So it's like whatever suits your style. You identify your style. You want to play swings, you want to play scalps, you'll be a degen scalper, you want to play day trading, position trader. Identify yourself, your trade styles, and that's where you can use the tools. I'll show you as well how to use it. So that's the overall stream, guys. For those who have asked me about my views on AR, RLC, and LAI, I think LAI is pretty much looking decent. It's pretty much looking decent to me at this point. Let me just show you FET silver chart. Yeah, let's go to AR USDT. AR USDT is bullish to me, actually, honestly speaking. I think I'll be very vocal about it, but yeah, I think AR is definitely bullish. And if you just look at here from the logarithmic chart perspective, yes, it's bullish to me. It just made its highs, and what we might be expecting, or what we should be expecting, a very similar sort of a move, similar to BTC. I would like it to do something like this. $1618, 141, and 1272. Perfect. Irregular expanded flat. So basically a little bit push down, maybe one more push up here, and then we go for 5 waves on the downside towards here, a little bit more accumulation, and then we go up. So that is what my plan for AR. Overall, it is looking great. My target for AR is somewhere around a bigger 1618. I've seen this pattern somewhere, which I'm not able to recollect where, but yeah, I have seen this pattern. I just don't recollect where actually, but I have seen it. And when it flips 77, I can say for sure the AR is going to go here anywhere in between 218 and 343. I'm not sure where exactly it's going to top out at this point, but anywhere, I mean, anywhere in between it's gonna go. And a full-fledged extension for AR. So let's say if it goes to 1414, from there we will dump. Again, a retest is going to happen, and then if we are bullish, we're going to continue. If not, we're going to dump. If it loses 77, again, after going over here at 1414, then we will dump it down to, 0.236 Fibonacci levels. If we hold here, after, breaking out and goes to 343, if we hold here, then AR is going to pump to 1618 at 658, So that is my plan for AR. The next buy the dip movement for AR will be somewhere between 26.4 to 24.4. Your invalidation would be under 16.5. That is going to be your invalidation. So you can plan your spots. Play with the spots, guys. Looking to lie. Let's also check lie. Let's go to the Bybit chart. I think lie is looking great here. It's accumulating and it's in the wave 4 actually. So I think we are at support, not a kind of, but it is a good support actually. You see the previous all-time highs? That's what lie has, and we are forming a very similar pattern that BTC had at $29,000, if you remember. And from there, so basically we just need to hold here. I think you should buy some lie actually. I'm buying again. Just hold on. I'll buy some here with my invalidation under the yellow line, 0.026366. So even if we close a daily under that level, I will sell it. Hold on. Lie USDT spot on Bybit. So currently the price is 0.03076 on Bybit. I'm just simply going to buy a little bit. Okay, so I have bought lie. I think this is interesting. I mean, either it's like a bearish, it's very bearish because we have the ABC move. It's going to be very bearish. We can have one more move on the downside as well, just a sweep of the liquidity, and then we can push it up like this. There is a possibility, always there is a possibility, but overall I think this to me looks a very clean 1 2 3 4 5. So if you look at here, or this can be ABC as well, but more likely this is 1 2. Now this can be 1 2 1 2 as well, but let's say because of the volume, this is wave 3, now this is wave 4 and wave 5. So lie can, let's say if the bottom is in, for example, we have a triple bottom. Let's say if the bottom is in and this is the support, so for lie it will be bullish once we start flipping 0.14 Fibonacci levels. So once it reclaims the 0.14 Fibonacci levels, it will be very bullish. The bottom is going to be in. The flip we need on daily to 2 consecutive close above 0.14 on the daily will end this, and our target would be anywhere between 1414 and 161 at Fibonacci level. It can even end at 1272. So practically speaking, if let's say lie is bottom, and from the current market price we can see lie pumping to 355%, and to 1414 fib is around 440%, and max it can pump it up like 6x. So anywhere from 4x to 6x is what lie is. So I think you should buy some bags on lie. Let's say if you really want to buy, for example, $10,000 worth of lie at current market price, you should at least buy $5,000 worth of lie. And in case if you go for a liquidity inside 0.023853, basically this support or this liquidity that we have, like this, in case if you go, then you DCA, that you buy the rest of the 5,000 as well. So You know, that's what I did as well. I bought 50% back for lie. Let's say if I wanted to risk 1%, my invalidation is clear. This is where your hard invalidation with 0.021. So 0.021 is going to be your hard liquidations. If we close 4 hour, a single 4 hour candle under that level, we close it. Simple. So that is going to be your hard liquidations. So if you consider, let's say you have bought it the current market price 50% back, 0.021. If you look at there, your stop loss would be around 30, almost 31%, with an upside potential of 3x to 5x, you know. So the risk reward is amazing, and you can just bring it down. So let's say if lie goes to sweep the lows, we go back under, we dump to 0.022, anything under these levels, practically the levels I'm marking here, the yellow line, that is the liquidity. So anything under 0.0236, whatever we go, okay, anything under that, we will rebuy it, so that our average will be somewhere around 0.02468, and from there 0.021 is where your, you know, hard stop loss would be on single. So 15% downside risk versus an upside potential of, you know, 5 to 6x. So giving us a good risk reward. So I think lie is looking great to me actually. Yeah, we may see another 15-20% plus minus on the downside, maybe 30%, but overall I think this is looking good actually for now. So that's all for today's stream, ladies and gentlemen, and you know, also go check out guys our 21 of fashion website, and we're going to add more and more new designs for t-shirts. And also I have shared the code with the Indian members and UAE members, and they have you know, already reclaimed their free t-shirt, guys. So I'll be sending the codes to the rest of the members staying outside the other countries as well, so that they can claim it, the t-shirt as well. But slowly we're definitely gonna do that. Once these guys you know, get their t-shirts, you will also get it, guys, don't worry. So that's all for the today's stream, guys. Thanks a lot for your support, and we're going to have the similar stream today evening as well. So now it's a Friday, going for the Friday prayers, and we'll see you probably next 1 or 2 hours, guys. I'll post every chart in the Discord, so don't worry about it. I'll post everything, but just give me 1 hour, 2 hour once I'm back for the prayers, guys. Have a nice day. Take care.